Nautilus this season.
That is crazy as he's flashing forward already. Ruler has to flash out, but they're still going for this. The Ren's going to be there, and Prince and Effort. It is still very early days, right? A 2v2 kill is absolutely fantastic, so we're going to have a look at this. Flash forward once again.
I didn't hear what you said, but I don't think it matters.
바텀 봐줄 필요 없어. 봐줄 필요 없어. 바로 노플.
I think also his flash. Bait has teleport though, so this could end up going badly. Let's see if the bait works out.
Yeah, Rascal going to start off the fight here as immediately Summit's actually going to get that Ignite down. Youngjae moves on past, but Summit's still at full health. That's another solo kill in the works, but the flash out does come through. Some more snipping as there's the Realm Warp. The teleport will come forward as now immediately Croco will dive on top of Youngjae. That is going to be a one-man shockwave as over goes Youngjae yet again as Effort will turn up late to this fight. Another Undertow's going to connect as Effort going to come through. That's one kill for the Nautilus. Gets another stun as PDD. He is 100% dead unless the flash does come through, and it does. Fate not going to be able to follow as his flash. This is really risky as Ruler keeps himself out of vision. Does have the ultimate available as that's a great engage onto Croco, but he does have the ultimate available. Rascal gets a lot of value with the Q as it is. Shelly getting involved as well. 3 members of Live Sandbox trying to run away right now.
Where they were starting to really fall behind, and all it takes is a big group up here and the Live Sandbox just misjudging. They have a comp that can skirmish and fight extremely well, but look at Youngjae in this fight. He's like, no, I have Ragnarok and I can be where I want.
Runs past and kills whoever he wants to, but Ruler as well, untouched in the backline. The value with these piercing arrows was very, very high. As Prince is now going to get that rotation up.
Yeah, Ruler down a level here. Don't want to be tussling with that Ballista through the brush. Ooh, the flank teleport.
Yeah, immediately Ragnarok used early. Teleport to come forward here is Summit. Trying to escape from this one. Doesn't have flash, remember. Wants to get that dash back available as the needlework is just insane. Okay, Summit is very, very close to living here, but actually avoids a Ruler in a bit of trouble. This leeching Leer is just nutty as the last auto will be enough to do it, but Rascal, great position as it's probably going to be a 50-50 as Prince Gwen's flash gets himself out of there. There's the Fate's call as the Gwens dove on in. Croco trying to get into position, has to smite early, but he is going to be taken down by Youngjae. He gets himself the smite as the shockwave lands onto one as Effort does have that stopwatch. They do take flank angle as Prince is going to come through. They don't find the knock-up, or at least the first one, onto the Croc, but he's still very dead. Prince is going to grab that kill as well. A little bit more proactive, actually, right?
Yeah.
They haven't let the Varus sit around and poke, but I think Genji really wants to do that, right? As now another fight is going to break out, another very early Ragnarok. As Summit doesn't have the mist available. He's going to be in that Dragon Pit, but it looks like Live Sandbox will be able to back away. Piercing Arrow just not quite doing the damage that you expect from this Varus.
This is such a hard fight for Genji to engage in on without. You know, any sort of really awesome ultimate to set this up. I mean, the shockwave, this positioning is good.
That is going to be stolen by Ruler of all people.
Wow.
There's going to be the shockwave as in goes the Rakan as well. Great knock up from Effort though, as immediately the Crocodile's in trouble, but the Gore Drinker is just disgusting. Prince trying to kite this one out, but it's just not going to be enough, and that is a huge fight for Genji.
It's just like, well, he's going to be totally fine. As you watch this too, like, the positioning of Ruler is kind of awkward. Like, he's caught between a rock and a hard place in terms of doing damage. Steals away the Drake, though. And then at this moment, Live Sandbox is like, oh, I want to cancel the fight. I would like to cancel my reservation on this Drake. But it's a little bit too late. And you can see, there's just, the front line is so massive for Genji that Ruler just does free damage the entire time. Like, you have an Olaf and a Fed Renekton. How do you break through? Fate does have teleport here. You could look for a big fight here right now if you're ready to pull the trigger.
As soon as BDD, he's now actually not really there as Summit puts down the mist. Youngjae trying to get in there, but it looks like it is just going to be Genji locking down this turret. They get the stopwatch out of Summit as well, who's now just going to get popped. Rascal dives on top of him and says thank you very much for that one. Croco taking a lot of damage there from the piercing arrow, and Genji are not done yet. They're going to take down this inhibitor turret. The inhibitor will be taken as well.
It might look to, I mean, if anybody tries to defend this and they die, like, that could be game winning here, even though we're only 25 minutes in.
Well, that's a big flash in from Effort, but hits a minion with the hook. And these piercing arrows on the fallback. Feels like Live Sandbox have kind of, the use by date is a problem as there's
Atlas for Live Sandbox to come back and win a straight up fight.
Really feels like I mean, they have no counter siege as well, right? It's really, really difficult for Live Sandbox to fight against Baron.
Really nice change there, you know, from Rascal, or from Ruler, excuse me. And that's, you know, what causes a really big snowball as the Fates call.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, wow, too bad.
Oh, wow, he died in the kill. I think it's a good idea. As Summit, yeah, the miss not quite there in time, so he loses half of his health bars. Bad news. Gets some needlework onto Ruler though, so that's certainly good as the shockwave.
And Genji are just trying to choke them out of the game. Oh, this is optimistic.
Yeah, this is a bit scary as immediately effort is going to pop, but are they actually able to get this fight working out as Croco diving on forward gets a lot of value as Rascal might fall down, but Fate's going to get flashed on by Youngjae. It's a triple kill for BDD, but can Prince do better than that is the question as he's got the vision. BDD's super dead. As I don't know whether he has the rend. He doesn't quite just yet. There it is. Comes through for the double on the spot. That's an ace. And 3 Cloud Souls now. Ultimates aplenty here for Genji as Live Sandbox looking to try and get themselves in and get themselves some vision as here's the rotation over. Croco has to ult. Gets in on top of Rascal now as the Fates call comes through, but Rascal avoids it. There's Ragnarok also. As it could just be like so many inhibitors, but it looks like they are going to be able to save it as Summit late on the mist.
They save it. Oh, look at Croco's flank angle here. This could be massive.
Yeah, you can see Prince looking for that rend for the secure as now Rascal goes golden. Youngjae taking a lot of damage here as well as Rascal has to flash. Chains of Corruption into the backline as the Drake is going to be taken here by Live Sandbox. But can they actually win the fight is the question. Summit going down extraordinarily low and the Xin Zhao's also dead. BDD with a double kill for now as Prince.
1v9 Prince.
Yeah, Fate realm warps himself to relative safety and now we're looking to potentially base race or something.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Reading the death timers, thinking that they might be able to get this one done. Prince is very, very strong, but is he strong enough is the question. As now Rascal underneath Nexus turrets does have to contend with this mega fed Kalista who goes down to the GA. Now effort coming on in here as, okay, Prince just gonna get popped. The shockwave timing, absolutely beautiful. As Croco, it's his turn to celebrate by going directly back to the death chamber. That was a roller coaster, but in the end, Genji managed to pull through.
그냥 앞무빙하면서 그냥 딜 한 번에 빵 넣으면 될 것 같아. 나 90초.
앞으로 가자. 앞으로 들어. 바로 수 있다 우리. 나 20초.
라이즈 클리어 못하게.
아.
타워 쳐야 타워.
타워. 타워부터.
라이즈.
빨리 나와.
천천히.
빨리 말할게. 탈진.
빨리.
타워.
죽여.
다 죽여. 97초. 나 2초. 야. 나 94초.
해주게.
죽여.
내꺼.
나 공원.
아, 다행이다.